All right, we have question number A10. Factor and solve each quadratic equation. You'll notice though you have two sides of this equal sign here. All right, so the first thing I did was I'm going to move everything to one side. I would recommend keeping this one, the leading coefficient, whatever number is in here, front. You want that one to be positive. So visually what's going to happen is I'm basically going to move everything here to the left side. How do you move something across this big blue line here? Well, you do inverse operations. This is a positive 2w, and you can subtract 2w. Now, I'm not going to place it here and not there because they're not like terms. But if you notice I put it here, those dots, those are like terms. And then if you take the negative 4, the opposite of that is a positive 4. Let's do a different color. Positive 4. Positive 4. Notice these are like terms, right? Why are they like terms? Because they're just numbers. There's no w, there's no w squared. Okay, let's keep going here. And now, this is just going to fall down, so I have w squared. That becomes 3w's, that's positive, and this one becomes negative 28. Notice this becomes 0, and that is also 0, but you don't have to write that. So essentially what we have here is w squared plus 3w minus 28 equals 0. Now this is what I wanted because what I have here in blue, that's in standard form. And we've actually been working on this since August. Standard form allows us to identify the A, B's, and C's to help us factor. Now, I know there's W's and those are X's, but it's okay that it's a different variable. Okay, it's okay. Big idea is that we can identify A is 1, B is 3, and C is negative 28. Okay, so let's go ahead and factor those. Remember, in factoring, I have A times C, and then our B value. So A times C, 1 times negative 28 is negative 28. My B value, you just write down here, 3. So let's think of two numbers that multiply to be negative 28, but also add to be 3. Now if you get stuck here, you can do what I like to do, is you write out the possible factors of absolute value of 28. So watch, 28 times 1, 2 times 14, and 4 times 7. Can you predict what two numbers I'm going to use? That multiplies to be 28, but that does not subtract to be 3. This multiplies to be by 28, but does not subtract to be 3. This one multiplies to be 28, and now I just need to think of the combination of positive and negative. Well, this 3 is positive here, so the 7 should be bigger, and the 4 should be smaller or negative. So positive 7 times negative 4 equals negative 28, and 7 minus 4 gives us 3. Okay. Now, if you understood my tip or the shortcut from back in factoring, if your A value is equal to 1, all you have to use is just the X method. That's it. Okay, why is that helpful? Watch. So I've got x plus 7, x minus 4, right? That's our factored form here, okay? Now you're going to apply something called the zero product rule. essentially states one of these parentheses has to be equal to 0, so you just set both of those equal to 0. And then you just have this fun, super fast math party here. X equals -7, right? This one equals 0, and then you add 4 here. You have x equals 4. Okay. It says factor and solve each quadratic equation. We're done. I just want to show you a quick visual of what we're doing here. Again, A is 1, so it's opening up. C is -28. And my graph might look something. Here's getting some more. So x equals 4. And x equals -7. X equals -7 on this blue dot here, and then my graph might look something like this. And the common mistake is -28 is the orange dot, not the blue. The blue would have been the vertex, okay? So that's all we're doing here. You don't have to graph it, but I just wanted to show you guys a visual of how that's connected. See you guys.